Hello everyone, this is Michael Abney with the Energy Sherpa. Just wanted to say first of all, thank you for stopping by for today's video. I haven't titled it yet, so I don't know what it's going to be called, but I know what it's about. For me, watching what unfolded the past couple of days in Afghanistan, it triggered something for me as a human being that I think we need to talk about it. In fact, so much so that I literally scrapped today's video that I had planned to do this one, and I just found a little spot. The power, yeah. There's something going on right now in the world about our awareness of power, how we used to think it was outside of ourselves, and we're finding out that that just doesn't work anymore. I'm taking today's video and I'm going to talk about it because I had a conversation this morning with a friend and she was really struggling with it. I've been struggling with it. I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to sort of talk about the energy side of what we're all witnessing as human beings on the planet right now as we shift, you know, the good, the bad, the ugly. Let's talk about it right after this. As I said in the intro, I really had a video planned today about starting your morning practice. It'll be coming down the pike, just not today. Yesterday really affected me because I struggled with, do I move forward with what I had planned or go with what my heart is calling me to talk about today? Watching that yesterday was like how bad do you gotta get, or how bad does it have to be? Well, we all know how bad it is. We've all witnessed it. Like, it's just a lot to process, a lot to break down, and I want to stay focused not on the physical part of it, but the energetic part about it, about what it brings up in us as human beings when we witness that, how some of us don't want to look at that because it is mirroring something back. Like, everything in the world is a mirror. So when I watched that back yesterday, the first time, like, you held on to that plane so bad that you didn't want to live in that situation where you were at, that you would hold onto a plane and to fall to like, death was better than being where you were at. And I get it. I can't imagine the horror there, but I feel inside of me, I feel it. I feel it as a human being. There's nothing that I can do physically about that situation right now, but energetically, that's where inside of me I know that the access to everything is, and how to take a real live world event like we're witnessing now and process that from the space of that this is all perfect. Big picture, something's happening to evolve us. For whatever reason, this is the thing that's perfect for this moment right now. Witness it, and what is this showing me? Women have to be subjected to the beliefs. This is a trigger point for a lot of stuff. This is bringing up the whole religious thing that humanity refuses to talk about. This is unsustainable, it's unworkable, it's unraveling right now before our very eyes so that we can evolve from it as a human species. Processing that from an energetic standpoint and become better from it, evolve from it. Yes, there's nothing that we can do to force another human being on this planet to think or believe differently than they do. You can just educate them on how beliefs arise. They'll take it when they're ready for it. It's like not the point anymore. Like, what's happening outside is a mirror of what's happening inside of us. And we do have the power. It's inside of us, not outside of us. It's a fundamental reason why it's so difficult for us to watch that, because we're confronted with one of our fundamental fears as human beings on this planet is a fear of our powerlessness, because we've been taught to think that power is outside of ourselves. It is not outside of ourselves. It's always been inside of ourselves. So that we, for whatever reason, thought that we were powerless. We were generating that because of that belief. But the truth of who we are is that we're a channel for all the power that runs through the universe. And we're here to bring that into this space of Earth, the Earth paradigm, because Earth is waking up. We all chose to be here at this space-time sequence right here, right now, because this is it. This is when this is happening. Not to be scared of it, because there's going to be continuing changes. There's going to be a lot. We're going to have to reach out to our communities, our energetic communities, like the people that are in our lives that we love and that we care about. reach out to them right now and find out how that they're feeling. This is about talking about what's on top of I'm right and you're wrong, I'm black and you're white. Like all of this separateness has got to go away for just a minute so that we can see the things that connect us. And seeing that, that's where our superpower as human beings lies, in our ability to see something clearly and evolve from it. There's a place where we can get to in our vibration, in how we look at the world and how we understand it, where it's not an option in our head to think that killing something outside of ourselves to make us feel better inside, like that whole dynamic is shifting. It never was real. It needed to be that way, and that's how we learned lessons, and the energy changed, and like what's happening on inside of us as we're inside of this beautiful earth holodeck and she's waking up too. We're not just our five senses anymore. We're multi-sensory. That's why we're picking up on these feelings. And even though if you haven't said it out loud, if you're a human being, I know that you've got to be feeling that somewhere inside of you. You have to know that something is happening. And you've got two choices. You can shrink down and be fearful of it, or you can rise up, face it. Like, face it. The experience of facing things that scare you is scary a little bit. I deal with it every time I pick up a camera to like film something, especially something that I have no idea where this is going. In these situations, I just got to come out here and communicate and go back to my computer and hope something edits out that makes sense, that is of value. And I think what is of value right now that I can share is that not to react. Notice if you are, and just become the observer. Like when you're observing something and you stay neutral, if you notice that you're reacting, there's nothing wrong with reacting at all. In fact, it's a necessary part of the process. It's just not to let it overwhelm your systems. Like yesterday, I really got overwhelmed because I was resisting talking about this. I was resisting that it was happening. In my mind, I thought we had more time, but it was like, nope, it's here, it's right now. We're gonna have to face like how we treat each other. Nobody should be subjected to anything that they don't want to be subjected to. Everybody has a gift to give to the world. It'll be abundantly evident that that's how it works. The point being is we're going through this shift right now, and there is an extraordinary amount of fear, sadness. I felt sadness in my heart today. I felt resignment. That's a rabbit hole you don't want to go down. Seeing something like this, or just, I know there's other people like me on the planet right now that are called to talk about this very thing. I wanted this to be really short and brief and give permission to process how we're experiencing what we're experiencing right now. It's okay to feel the helplessness or the powerlessness. It's okay to be with whatever comes up. Literally, just be with it. Don't judge it, just allow it. Because sometimes that just needs to come up out of us. It doesn't need us to judge it. It just needs us to feel it and experience it and set it free, and then become crystal clear that they've already opened the door. You can't go backwards. So this is a predicament that we can't turn our heads on. It's gonna be really interesting to follow and see how this unfolds. I just wanted to provide the space that it's free to feel whatever we're feeling right now and not to resist. Start talking to your community. Leave comments, let me know how you guys are feeling about this. I promise to stay connected to like how I feel, and that if I get another urge like this is what I will do. I will just continue to follow that impulse. It's never led me wrong. It does scare the shit out of me sometimes to follow it because it's so against whatever I know to be true, but that's the process of breaking down our paradigms, is that we just gotta, go through that and trust that. The more we trust that power within us, the more that it expands in ourselves, and the more it expands in the people around us. That level of thinking where we don't cause harm to each other, like I'm a stand that just the awakening processes happens in the perfect time-space sequence for everyone, that they're getting the lessons with the least amount of suffering. Like suffering's so optional, just so optional. Communicate. We have to communicate. Do you feel better that I follow my heart? I have no idea what this is going to look like in the editing room, but I trust that part too. Just want to say that I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate the recent views, sharing my videos with other platforms. I appreciate that. That being said, just wanted to say have a blessed day. Stay present. connected, know that this is all going to be all right. I love you guys very much. I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye, guys.